Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Nama Hare Gopal Govindaram Srimad Sudanam Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulungai Tegirimat Kripatam Hamande Sri Gurum Dinatharinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Ishwaram. So Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 1 chapter 17 verse 12 very beautifully Guru Srila Prabhupada is giving the purport, and here Maharaja Parikshit is repeatedly addressing and is questioning the bull that to son of Surabhi, who has cut off your legs. He says, in the state of the kings who are obedient to the laws of the Supreme Personality of God Krishna, there is no one as unhappy as you. So, Srila Prabhupada says that the kings or the executive heads of all states must know the codes of Lord Krishna. And what is codes of Lord Krishna? Codes of Lord Krishna is nothing but Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. That means codes of Lord Krishna is Krishna Katha. One that is told by Krishna, another is told about Krishna by his devotees. And must act accordingly in order to fulfill the mission of human life. So, human mission or human life should be utilized for this purpose. What is the purpose? The code of Lord Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling that Janma karma chame divyam yevam yoveti tattvataha taktva deham punarjanmaneti mameti so Arjuna. So one who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not upon leaving the body take his birth again in this material world, but where does he go? Attains my eternal abode, Arjuna. So this is the code of conduct of Krishna from Bhagavad Gita. One should understand to put an end to the birth, death, old age disease. This is called dharma. The real engagement of human being in his human life is that to be utilized for the purpose of human mission, life's mission. So we have diverted our engagement for satisfying our material needs. That is not the mission of human being. That is the mission of lower animals. Ahara nidra bhayamaitunam cha samanyametat pashubhi naranam dharmo hitesham adhiko visesho dharmena hina pashubhi samana. So that is the sense gratification is the mission of lower animals' life. Both animals and men share the activities of eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, of course. But the special property of the humans is that they are able to engage in spiritual life. That is mission of life, right? So therefore, without spiritual life, humans are on the levels of animals, pasubir samana. So we need to understand this. This is the mission that ahar nidra bhaya maituna. These are our material needs. And the problem of eating, the problem of sleeping or shelter, the problem of defense, and the problem of sense gratification. These four problems are common to both the human being as well as the animals. The animals have also got these problems, eating, sleeping, defending. And what is that? Sense gratification. We have got also those problems. So they are also trying to solve these problems. And if we are also engaged in simply solving these problems, then what is the difference between the animals and the human being? Where is the mission? So the next line says, Dharmo hitesham adhiko visesho. The human being has got a special qualification by which he can develop this transcendental Krishna consciousness. And if he doesn't do that, he is in the category of animal, pasubir samana. So the mission of human life is Yajnasishta santo muchyante sarva kilbishai. That means performing yajna. And what is a yajna in the Kali Yuga? You can perform. Yajnanam japa yajna asmi. So Krishna says amongst all kind of yajna, from all kind of yajna, the japa, I am the japa, chanting of the holy name of the Lord. So how can you achieve the mission of human life in this Kali Yuga? By simply chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is the mission of human life in this Kali Yuga. Human life means advanced consciousness. And this is meant for getting out of the cycle of birth, death, and wandering in different species of life. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, Ei Rupe Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Kripa Paye Bhakti Latha Bij. In this way, the living entity is Purusha Prakritista. Within this material world, is wandering in different species of life in different planets. But the disease is birth and death. Even if you take birth in the Brahma Loka, Krishna says, Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna. Even if you are promoted to the Brahma Loka, the highest planet, there is also death here. You cannot avoid. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Dukkha, Doshanu, Darshanam. That is the real knowledge. I don't want to die, but I am forced to die. I don't want to become old man, but I am forced to become old man. I don't want any disease, but disease is forced upon me. So these are the real problems. Brahma Bhuvana Loka. You may get very long duration of life, very comfortable life in higher planetary system, of course, just like people are engaged in doing pious activities. The result of pious activities is that you get your birth in a very good family, in a rich family, beauty, become educated, Janma Aishwarya Sruta Sri Bhi. Janma means birth, high class birth, Aishwarya means opulence, riches, Sruta means education, Sri means beauty, all these things you get. By pious activities, you can get, and impious activities is the opposite. In a family, abominable, papayoni, lower grade family, not very beautiful, not educated, suffering in so many ways. So either you get this life or that life. The Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi is always there. So what is the use of such pious or impious activities? Rise about all these things. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Whether you are educated or not educated. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi cannot be avoided. Whether you are beauty or not, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi cannot be avoided. Whether you are rich or poor, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi cannot be avoided. So what is the use of all these things, whether you get or you don't get? So the most important mission of life is to start your spiritual life immediately, without delay. Otherwise, here in the material world, Karanam Guna Sangasya, you get high class life or low class life, Papa Yoni or Asadyoni, that depends upon your association with the three modes of material nature, Satogun, Rajogun, Tamogun. But we don't want that. We want to rise about all these Traigunya Vishaya Veda. They rise above all these three gunas regarding which Vedas are prescribing. So you have to rise above that. And above on the spiritual platform. In the spiritual form, what you do? You perform devotional service. So you learn science of Krishna, perform your duty or perform your loving devotional service based on the relationship that you remember with Krishna. So it all begins with the Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. So thinking or first of all chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is where it all begins. So because in this pious and impious activities or life after life we are getting. And Srimad Bhagavatam gives us the mission. Tasyaiva heto prayateta kovido nalabhyate yad brahma tamu paryatha. You should try for that thing which you did not receive in your past lives. Because in past lives, we have all pious or impious activities. We have got a different type of body here or in higher planetary system. That's all right. But that is not solution of my problem. The real problem is Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. So I have to get out of this. So that is required. Tasyaiva heto prayateta kovido. If you are intelligent, you should try, you should engage your life how to get out of the cycle of birth and death. That is mission of human life. Tapo divyam putrakayena sudyet sattvam. We have to purify our existence so that we can revive our original position of eternal life, blissful life, full of knowledge. Sad, Chid, Ananda, Vigraha. So that is our requirement. That is our requirement. We have to come out of that. Thank you very much. So this is what is described as a mission of life in both Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Any questions or comments or realization, please do share with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you very much for the association. Rishim or Srimad Bhagavatam class tomorrow morning at 7:30. Till then, Grandra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Patita Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Vaishnav Pranam. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanand